Okay, so here's the deal. There's an old Chinese proverb that says, a fall in a ditch will make you wiser. Again, a fall in a ditch will make you wiser. A lot of people say, well, what does that mean? To me, it means this. We learn from our mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. That's the way it goes. Anytime you want to learn something, you learn through your experiences. And when you have that experience, you learn from there. You learn from that. There's two things that happen when you make a mistake. One is you can repeat it over again, or two, you can learn and do better. You can either repeat it again or you can learn and do better. The people that remain over here, they haven't learned anything from their mistakes yet. The people over here, they've learned what they did and how they can get better at it. I'll give you an example. When I wrote my book in 2017, The Time Is Always Now, The Ultimate Guide to Becoming Physically, Spiritually, and Financially Free, I had so many mistakes that I had to work with. I had my editor going through it, and she would send it back to me, and there were so many mistakes in the copyright of the manuscript. And she'd send it back, and I corrected and send it back to her. When I sent it off to get it put together, there were mistakes on how I formatted the book inside. There were things I had to learn about how to do a cover, how to do the things on the back of that cover, explaining the book. All of these things I made mistakes on doing, but then through the process of making those mistakes, I learned how to do them. So now I have people who are aspiring authors coming to me, asking me for advice on how to get their book out. Say, how did you do this? And so now I can actually explain to them how they can do it. Why? Because I fell in that ditch and I got back out. And that ditch made me wiser. So now I can share that knowledge with other people. A fall in a ditch can make you wiser. Our greatest teacher is our last mistake. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Get out there on those flimsy branches, because that's where the fruit is. Make the mistake, learn from it, move on, and become wiser. And if you do that, it'll change your life. That is your whiteboard lesson for today. So get it in peace. Remember, the time is always now. Allow the universe to work in your favor, and be blessed.